Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda Quintana here, and it's Friday. So, today I'll be sharing with you a 3D project, and well, it's kind of 3D. It's flat, but it's not a card. It is a gift card holder. So, I hope you all like this. I have designed this project for Father's Day, but you can use it for any other occasion. I'm going to be using the Hats Off bundle for this project, and I think you're going to really like it. And I'm also going to tie it in to my tutorial for the month, which is a really cute Hershey's ball cap. And that combined with the card that I made earlier on in the week, it should give you, a card, a little chocolate, and a gift card holder, all combined can make a really great Father's Day gift or a happy birthday gift, and it can be made into something masculine or feminine. I think the Hats Off bundle is really a bundle that is for an outdoor enthusiast, because that's generally where people wear hats to protect themselves from the sun, to give themselves, the visor, so the sun is not in your eyes. And so, I when we were hiking in Maui, I typically am not a baseball cap girl, but I found that that was the perfect thing to wear on our hike. And so I'm kind of I've kind of embraced the Hats Off bundle a lot now. So, okay, I'm going to get started. I have a few of you on here. And so this is the cute little gift card holder that we're going to make today. And it has a slider element. The ribbon pulls the little gift card out. So that kind of makes it like a really cool little design. So you can pull it out. And you can just make this up however you want. And I'm also going to show you how you can package it up later on with my little Hershey's ball cap into like a little clear envelope. And so that's kind of handy too, so that you can gift it all together. Good morning, everyone. Well, I am going to switch over to my camera and we'll jump right in. I'm going to show you how to make this project. Okay, I've got a lot of things on my desk over here, so let's talk first. Here are the gift card holders, and I have made these with the Well Suited Designer Series paper. It's got a lot of masculine patterns. On one side, we've got a lot of gray patterns, so I used the gray patterns for this. This paper is retiring this month, so June is the last time you can get it, and it's while supplies last. It's got a lot of great masculine patterns, so don't delay in getting this one, because otherwise it will be gone June 2021. I don't know if it will sell out before the end of the month. So 3 of these here were made with a background paper. So you can make this gift card holder with paper, or you can make it with cardstock. So let me just set these guys aside. And then these 2 here I made just with regular cardstock. This one might be a little hard to see because it's gray on gray. It's a dark color, but let me just show you the back of this. This is made with basic gray paper, and then I ran it through with the bark embossing folder to give it a little bit of texture. So you can just use regular cardstock, and then, oops, a little bit of pretty ribbon, and then it just works the same way. You pull that out and just a really cute little gift card holder. I know I like to always like gift card holders. This is kind of fun, slide it in, slide it out. It's very cute. And then this is the other one here. So just a really cute little gift card holder. And I made the hat in kind of a blue denim look. This is Misty Moonlight cardstock, but you can make it in whatever color you want. You can, grab a logo from online and print it off, and do it for your make it, personalize it for the person you're giving it to. So those are the gift card holders. And then I just want to talk briefly about, this is my free with purchase tutorial for the month. It's a Hershey's ball cap tutorial, and it holds 3 Hershey's Kisses. So this just really works really well for that. Now this one is not a free tutorial unless you purchase something with me. So you can buy the tutorial if you want to, but you know, it's much easier to get it for free from me. So you just need to spend $15 or more in my Stampin' Up store, and then you can select one of my tutorials for free. And this month, this tutorial is my newest one. You don't have to choose this one. You can choose another one if you wish. So, and you can make those ones like in whatever colors you want. So that's kind of cool too. To make them in different colors, and they're just kind of a cute little thing that matches all together. All right, so let's talk about the Hats Off bundle. When you buy these two together, you can save 10%, and that's what I use to decorate this gift card holder. So you could decorate it up differently, but this is kind of a handy way to do that. This ball cap, I love the stitching on here, and when you stamp it and cut it out with this, it just looks awesome. I'll show you that in a moment. So let's do the gift card holder first, because I'm sure that's what you want to see how I did that. So I like to use my scoring board. You can also score this on your trimmer, but generally when I'm making 3D projects, I'm making more than one. So having your scoreboard out here is so much easier because you don't have to move your paper. You just move your stylus tool. So it is one of my most recommended tools. I would be very sad if this was ever retired. I'd be crying. All right, so I'm gonna make 2 holders so I can show you how to make one that has the bark embossing folder on it and one made out of the paper. So let's grab 2 pieces of paper. This one is from the Well Suited Designer Series paper pack. And look at the pretty paisley. This piece measures 7.5 inches by 3.25 inches. And I'll start by scoring it in half on the long side. So since this is 7.5, we're going to score at the 3 3/4 inch mark. And then we'll turn this piece to one of the short sides and score at 3/8 and 2 7/8. All right, and then we'll just set that aside for a moment. And then we're going to do the same thing with this piece. And we're going to score this piece. This is 7.5 by 3.25, and this is in Smoky Slate. And I forgot to totally mention that I will have a free project sheet for you for my email list subscribers on Saturday. I didn't get a chance to make that ahead of time today, but you will get a project sheet with all the dimensions listed on it if you're on my email list. It's a free list. Just look down below in the description of the video, look for email list, and just click on the link and fill out the little form and hit submit so you can get on my email list for Saturday. So then we're going to score at 3/8 and 2 7/8. Okay, let's grab these over here, and you can probably see this one a little better just because there's no pattern on it. So what I like to do, take my bone folder, and I'm just going to fold this in half on this side to start off with, and I'll do the same for this one. Fold it in half. All right, so I want to create, see on this one, there are little slots right here. So I want to create those little slots. I'm going to use the Label Me Fancy Punch for that. It has this little slot here on the side. So let's open that up. And on this open end right here, I'm going to line this up. Actually, it works really perfectly if this is all the way into the punch on the side. And then just look for your cardstock here and slide it down until you can no longer see any cardstock in this window here. Okay, it's gone. There's still cardstock here. Then I'm going to just lay this on my on my tabletop and then press down. Yes, sorry for that loud noise. Because it's going through 2 pieces of cardstock. It makes a really loud noise. So the same thing for this. I'll just keep this on the tabletop this time so you can see the open end. I'm going to slide this in so it's all the way into the punch this way. And then I'll bring it forward so I can see the paper right here. And then I'm going to just slide it till I no longer see it. And then I'll punch down. All right, so now I've got these 2 perfect little slots in there. And now we're going to actually cut away these pieces right here. Now you can do that with scissors, but if you have a trimmer, I recommend doing it with a trimmer. Stampin' Up! Trimmer's fabulous for that. So I'm just going to line this piece up. It's going to be lined up at the 3/8 inch mark, but you don't really even have to worry about that. Just line up that score groove right in, right along where you're going to cut, okay? I'm going to bring my trimmer blade right down to the middle score line right here. I'm going to line it up. There's a little line right here, and I'm just going to push away. So look, right here, that's what I'm cutting. I'm going to flip this over, and again, I'm going to line up my score line, or at the 3/8 inch mark here, but it's just really easy just to take that score line and line it up. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll bring it to the middle right here where there's the center score line, and just line it up and cut it like that. So then rather than stick it in the trimmer again, which I could do, but I'm just going to take this and just angle cut right here and cut and cut. And the reason I like to do this on the trimmer is so that my it's nice and straight. With scissors, you're going to have a little bit of a wobble probably, unless you're a really have, I don't know, good cutting skills. You'll probably not have a completely straight line. So the trimmer is really a better way to do that. So we'll do that with this one as well. A little harder to see because of the paper pattern. But again, the middle, and then we're going to flip and find the middle, cut away, and then we'll just cut these off at an angle, just a little bit. All right, so we are done with our trimmer. So that's what it looks like. And then we can go ahead and fold along the score lines. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and smooth down that fold so it's going to lay nice and flat. Okay. And then we'll do the same with this one. I'm going to fold it like that. Just come with my bone folder. All right. And then we're going to take some Tombow. Tombow really is the best adhesive for 3D. It just, by far, it sticks everything together well. But for this project, I have to say that you could use other adhesive because there's not a lot of tension on this joint. There's nothing pulling it apart, really. So I think you'd be okay with Stampin' Seal Plus or Tear and Tape. But Tombow's always my go-to. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up and close this up. So now I've created my little pocket, and I'll show you how to do the ribbon in just a bit. And then we'll do this. Put Tombow on here, these 2 tabs. And then we'll fold this together. All right, so we've got our 2 little pockets. Now for this one, I'm going to run it through with the bark embossing folder, but I'm just gonna wait just a minute before I do that because I'm gonna do all of my die cutting and embossing at the same time. So hopefully I won't forget it at the crucial moment. So let's grab some paper and get ready for what we're going to put on the front. This is Misty Moonlight cardstock. It kind of looks like denim, so denim's kind of a nice neutral color for a baseball cap. And I'm going to do Misty Moonlight ink on Misty Moonlight cardstock, and I'll just stamp that down here. All right. And then we're going to stamp our little labels right away as well. So for one of them, I'm going to have Dad stamped. And these stamps are all from that Hats Off stamp set in that bundle. So I'll stamp Dad. This is Poppy Parade ink right here, and on basic white cardstock. And then I'm going to take polished pink ink. I'm going to make one that's kind of a feminine hat. So I'm going to use this one, this stamp. It has a little sunshine on it, and I'm going to do polished pink in this one. Not that pink necessarily is feminine. You can have whatever, but I just thought I've got kind of really masculine colors, so let's do a little bit of like a pink bent to it. Go all the way on the opposite end of the scale. All right, I think I've got all the pieces I need to die cut ready. So let's bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, I'm just going to raise this a little bit so you can see a little bit more. You can see my little handle off to the side. This is what I'm going to crank. And I've got my embossing plate, or my base, which is number 1. I've got my number 2, which is my thin die adapter. And then we need a number 3 clear plate on the bottom. And then, where did my pieces go? Ah, here they are. So we'll take the baseball cap first and put it down here. And then I'm going to grab right here my baseball cap, and I'm going to line this up. The easiest way to line this up is to line up the bottom, that curved line. If you can get that centered on there, then it will work really perfectly. So just don't shift it. You're going to put another 3 plate on top, and then we can run this through. All right, so here is our baseball hat. And since I'm making 2 holders, we actually do need a second one, but I cut it earlier because it was just doing the exact same thing. So I just cut an extra one earlier. And so then we're going to do our little labels. So we could try to do these both at the same time. Sometimes that works, but we'll see. We'll see if I can manage to do this without shifting too. All right, so those are the dies for each of those labels. So very carefully put them down. All right, I think I did them with not too much problem. Good. Sometimes when I try to cut too many things at the same time, it doesn't work out for me. Slide this back over here. And now we're going to do the inner stitching part. There's 2 little pieces to this. And this just adds the little stitching on the inner part of this greeting, or these little labels. And then we'll put that right on top. And then run this through one more time. And you can see now, you can see the little stitching around the edge of the inside of the label. It just adds a little something to that. All right, so I'm not going to forget the bark embossing folder. So let's come back over here. This little guy looks really plain. So to dress it up a little bit, we're going to emboss it. So, oh, and I forgot one plate across the way. Let me grab that. All right, I always forget something across the room. We're going to need our number 4 plate. So for doing a 3D embossing folder, let's get rid of these clear plates. Those are the number 3 plates. We don't need them. And we're going to work with our base plate number 1. Our number 2 plate is a thin die adapter, so we don't need that. So we're working on our base plate. This is our new bark 3D embossing folder, and this is going to give a nice little texture to this. So this is, I've already got this made. I'm just going to stick this in here, close it up, and then we're going to take our number 4 plate, which is a the plate that you use for the 3D embossing folders. So I'm just going to run this through. And let's have a look. I hope it looks good. Now look at that. Isn't that so much better? Like, it's got so much more texture to it. And it's done on both sides, right? So it's neat that you can do a doubled over piece of cardstock all at the same time, and no worries. All right, I think we've got all our pieces now that we need to finish off our projects. So we've got these pieces, Dad here, and this one here. And we'll use a little bit of Tombow. First, we're going to attach the little labels on here. Just line them up in between. They give you a little bit of a gap right here in between, and that's where you need to put your label. It helps you kind of line it up because they kind of give you a visual. And on this one, I just line up the points with the stitching or with the stamped area, so it kind of makes it easy. All right, and then I'm going to take this one. I'm going to add Tombow. I'm going to try and avoid the stitched areas a little bit because I noticed that when I press down, sometimes the glue would come up through the stitching. So I'm just kind of putting it on an area where there is no stitching. So I'll just kind of lay this on here like that. And if you wanted to, and I didn't do it for these ones, but like say this was for a birthday or something like that, this opposite side right here, you could put a greeting on here. If you weren't making someone a card, you could put like happy birthday on here and punch out a little greeting, or just cut yourself a little rectangle and put another greeting here. But I am just decorating up the front on these ones. And then we'll do the other one. And add it to this. I think I like this side better. Sometimes one side looks just a little bit better, so always go with that side. And press that down on there. So look, it's starting to work. So now we need to add the gift card and a piece of ribbon. So I have found that a 12-inch length of ribbon works really well. So you can, where are my rulers? But you can see this is 12 inches. I measured it earlier. So I'll just make my pink one the same length. And this ribbon is polished pink ribbon. It's one of our new in colors, and it matches the same color ink that I used for the for this little stamped piece right here. So just trying to do a little bit of matching. So now you need some gift cards, and I have a little bag of used gift cards. This one's an old one that no longer is valid. Let me stick this, and I have a used gift card here. So let's just take the ribbon, and you're going to slide it through both of these slots right here. Okay. Like that. Right through to the back. Okay. Then you're going to take your gift card and slide it in like this. Slide it in like this. Okay. All right, and then you're gonna tie it one knot, and just be careful that your gift card's still tucked all the way in before you do that second knot. You don't want it sticking out. And then you'll do your second knot like that. Okay, so that's the first one, and here is another one. So again, see that slot, stick the ribbon all the way through, just line up the two ends. Then you're going to take your gift card. So this one's a little smaller. This one, gift card was more of a standard size one, but there is enough room for a slightly bigger one too. I made it so it would be roomy just in case your gift card was just a little bit larger. And then just kind of make sure these are lined up. Push your gift card in a little bit more. All right, and then we're gonna do our first knot. And then our second knot. All right. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and just snip the ends off on an angle a little bit. So there's that one. And then we'll do the same for this one. And there are the little gift card holders. Really easy peasy, right? So then you can take your gift card holder. Let me just grab a clear envelope. So I need to add this to my supply list. Stampin' Up does sell clear envelopes. You can barely see them, but they are clear envelopes. So if you would like to package these up, you can take one of these and slide them in. Let's do the pink one. I've got a pink cap, so let's slide that in. Okay, let's go like this. I'm just gonna slide this in. Come on. You might want to, there's an art to getting things looking pretty, right? So let's just make sure that ribbon is laying flat. Okay, so I've got it kind of in the thing. And I'm going to use, this one is actually in Marvelous Magenta, but it kind of works well with polished pink. So let's just stick that on top. Okay, like this. And then what I'm going to do is flip this over and just remove the backing. It has adhesive already on it, these clear envelopes. And then you can just seal that down. Okay, so now you've got kind of a little package that you can hand out. Like, I don't know what you would use these for. Maybe maybe a coach gift would work as well. Let me bring my camera down back in here. It got really far away there. So you can use this, you know, as a, of course it can be a Father's Day gift. Here's the one that I made for Father's Day. And this one, a coach gift. Use your imagination, but these little clear envelopes work well as a packaging for that. Then remember, I also made a card on Monday. This is like a simple card, but you could use that. Give a gift card holder and a Hershey's cap, and that would make a nice little gift as well. So just wanted to give you some different options. I know I kept everything kind of the same, but you can switch out your colors. You don't like blue, your dad or whoever you're making this for has a different color. That's the neat thing about stamping. It's that you can switch out your colors. You can customize for your person. But I just wanted to show you how you could make it all together and make it into a nice little gift set like that. So I hope you'll like that. And remember, you can get this tutorial for free instead of paying for it. Also, if you're on my team, you get my tutorials for free. So there's two ways. Be on my team or join my team and you get my free with purchase tutorials for free. Or if you want to just place an order, your order needs to be over $15 and then you can choose one of my tutorials for free. Or you can purchase it if you like. All right, I'm back over here. Let me know if you have any questions. The gift card holder was fairly easy. Sometimes it's good to have a nice, easy tutorial to do and something that's not super complex. So let's go and have a look. Good morning to everyone who's joined me this morning. Good morning, Kimberly and Cindy. Cindy loves the little cap. Thank you. It's a great little Hershey's tutorial because it's an easy one to make as well. It's if you had to make a lot of them, you wouldn't scream at me. Some of my Hershey's tutorials are more complex, but that's because they're more complex designs. But this one actually is an easy Hershey's tutorial, and I think it would make a great fundraiser, like for a team. The only thing would be it would have to be in an area where it's not super hot right now, because those Hershey's Kisses might be a little melty, but definitely a good fundraiser for maybe not the so hot months of the year. Good morning, Birgit. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Terry and Lynn. Thank you. I'm so glad you liked the gift card holder, Karen. Thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you like it. Oh, Ellie's watching on her TV. Oh, she's got a lot of male birthdays in June, so that would be perfect for this. And just remember, if you're one of my email list subscribers, you will get this project sheet tomorrow, and I will work on it this afternoon and get it ready. So I'll probably do a little diagram up too, so you can see, what it looks like before you put it together. It's not a hard one, but it's a great one. And a lot of people tell me they print off my project sheets and keep them in a binder so that they can flip through them when they need an idea. So they're just like really handy, usually 1 or 2 page project sheets. So just, not long at all. And then they can do that, or save it to your iPad. And a lot of people I know work off of their iPads these days. I personally usually use my laptop because I find these days anymore I don't want so much stuff printed out. So I like to work off of my laptop when I'm making my tutorials. And believe it or not, even though they're my tutorials, I have to look up the measurements again because I don't remember them. So it's good to have them as reference points. So often I go back and refer to an old tutorial and it's like I'm doing it for the first time all over again, and I'm thinking to myself sometimes, how did I ever come up with these designs or measurements? Because I kind of move on. My brain is just like moved on, so I need to like redo my tutorial completely from the start. I also wanted to remind you that if you spend $50 with me this month, the month of June 2021, I'm going to send you some ombre specialty paper. This is like glimmery paper. Do I have some somewhere? I think I put it away. Let me show you how I've got it packaged up. I won't fan out all the colors, but you're going to get a half pack of the ombre specialty paper. And I package it up into 6x6. So it starts off as 12x12, but you will get 6 sheets, 2 of the purple, kind of a light and a dark, and the same for a blue, a red, and I think there's an orange. All right, I'm gonna open it up because I have a terrible memory. Like I very much just live in the moment for some things. Life is moving too fast. I was talking to my mom last night and she said, you should have a better memory than me. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think my memory's that great. So, but that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Try not to hold on to grudges for a long time, right? All right, so those are the papers, and look, they sparkle. They sparkle. So if you're thinking of ordering from me, you might want to up your order to $50 so you can get this pack. And I mail them out the following month. So these ones will be mailed off in July. And some sparkly paper. Lovely. I love it. And I think it's nice to get a little sampler. And I like it that it's in a 6x6 format because I'm more likely to use it. I find sometimes 12x12 sheets, I hate to cut into them, but if I have a little 6x6 sampler, I'm like, oh, well, it's already small, so it doesn't matter if I cut into it, right? So, okay, I saw a few more comments. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today. As always, the supplies that I talked about are on my blog. So click over onto that link and you will be able to see all the supplies I used today and you'll be able to order from me. If you love my tutorials on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. You can see my little, if you're on YouTube right now, you can see my little picture in the corner of the video. If you click on that, it will take you directly over to my subscribe area, and then the notifications, you can choose those too. There's a little bell, and you can choose how often you want to be notified of a new video. All right, think I've covered everything, but if you're a subscriber to my email list, look for my new project sheet tomorrow, and I will be back here on Tuesday with a card, my Casing Tuesday card, and then back on Friday again. Tuesday and Fridays are my video days, so I hope to see you then. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everyone.